Give it your all out there, team!
Yes, sir!
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. No, Super Mystery Dungeon. Oh my god, I've been playing so many Pokemon games lately. And this is another episode where I have a very, very, very special guest. What should I call you?
Just Ed is fine.
Ed? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I credit you as that or something. And who do you do in this good production, my good sir?
Well, I'm not gonna do the voice because it hurts my throat, but I voice Buizel in this.
Oh yeah, you're Buizel. You actually told me it was hard to do that voice.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with it then?
Well, I read the description that you had on the auditions, listened to Buizel from the anime, and tried to do that, and that's what came out.
Yeah, I think it was really fitting. Well, obviously I did, because I chose you.
Yeah.
So you just tried to copy the...
I'm here, so obviously I'm doing something right.
You're doing something right. Did it... So it hurt to do those voices, so I don't... Oh, wait, I should get you up to speed where we are. We just, got attacked by Entei on the air continent. He's being a big joik. And
oh boy.
And Archen saved our lives from him.
Way to go, Archen.
Yeah, there we go. And people call him Archen, but actually, I'm guilty of calling him Archen, too. I think I actually call him Archen, like, while I'm playing the game, but everyone in character is calling him Archen, because I found out after the fact.
Yeah.
And, the last person I had on was actually, Kate Bug. And she's the one,
I know
she's the
her.
one, she told me she was the one who, like, referred you to this.
Yeah, she's a good friend of mine.
Yeah. What's also funny is, the part we were sort of commentating over was, the part where Buizel kind of backs off, Krokorok from our two protagonists here, and she didn't recognize you.
Nice.
She said, Buizel sounds like Sonic.
It actually, one of my other inspirations for that voice was like just a raspier Sonic voice.
Oh, okay, so it was
because I used to voice Sonic a lot in my youth.
Yeah, I think everyone was like tried to do a Sonic voice at one point. It's kind of like the go-to one. Also, one comment said you sounded like Future Trunks too from Dragon Ball Z.
Really?
Yeah, I think that was the debut part of the Expedition Society. Go look that up.
Wow.
I forget who said that. The commenter must know who he is. But if I could turn to the screen again, so I bought a bunch of passes that lets you go all over the world, and we're celebrating with the chandelier here. You get these passes where you can go all over the world in, like, Indiana Jones style, different continents, and that's kind of like a first in the Mystery Dungeon series. You're usually, like, restricted to one town. Mm-hmm. And actually, the air continent is based off the map from Red Rescue Team, and the grass continent is... Yeah. You know where I'm going with this?
What's the grass continent based on?
It's based on the one Explorers of Sky, and I guess Time and Darkness. And the Mist one's Gates to Affinity. And this one's just like an original one, the Sand one.
Yeah.
So maybe the next game.
Just maybe. Yeah. I have not noticed that.
Yeah, it's just like a little tidbit. Or wait, are we farther in the game? No, we're not farther in the game. I was thinking we were somewhere else, like, I got the wrong part here, but no, we're on the right track.
Okay.
And, what do you kind of interpret from Buizel doing him?
Well, he's a bit egotistical. Kind of hard-headed. But he has a good heart on him, which I love voicing those kind of characters. Because I feel like I have a good voice for them, and that's kind of my personality as well.
Yeah, you kind of got that, like, natural just like cool voice going with you. with your normal speaking voice here. I kind of saw him as like the cooler older brother.
Yeah.
And he always seems to be the one getting mad at Swirlix too. He's always yelling at her. And I think we're gonna be doing the Flareon mission in this episode. I can't recall if things went wrong here. I think something went wrong, but we'll see as it goes along.
We'll see eventually.
Yeah, it's been like such a long time since I've recorded these because they're all pre-recorded. It's like I did this back in November of
oh wow,
last year.
It's a long time. It's almost been a year.
Yeah. Oh wow, it has. Oh yeah, and we take Koopa. That's what happens. We take Koopa with us, and I think things go wrong with him. And you also do some other dubs on your channel. I did my research.
Yeah, I've only done one full game dub for myself, but I do a bunch of different dubs and covers and stuff because I'm a singer as well. The only game dub I've done is of the game To the Moon.
Yeah, I saw that a lot on your channel. Capebug sort of boasted how you do Undertale voices, like Flowey.
Oh, yeah. I'm part of a Undertale dub on a group channel that I'm a part of as well, and I voice Flowey in it. And that's a lot of fun. I love voicing villains.
Yeah, that's a very unique game. I find, when I look up the music for Super Mystery Dungeon here, it's always, Undertale music related to it for some reason. Don't know why. I don't know, filled with determination or something.
Yeah, I haven't played this game. Does the music kind of sound similar? Maybe.
No. Well, isn't Undertale more like chiptune borderline chiptune?
It's something.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, a lot of people like it.
Yeah.
And here's the Indiana Jones. Yeah, I've just even if you guys look it up, you'll see it for yourself. It's always in the same channels and in the related stuff. I don't know what it is with Undertale and Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon.
Undertale is everywhere. It doesn't matter where you're at.
Yeah, it was everywhere for the when it first had its big boom.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's
died down a little bit.
Yeah, kind of like
not much though.
Yeah, kind of like Pokemon Go, how nobody talks about that anymore. That certainly died down really fast.
Yeah. I never actually got the chance to play Pokemon Go because my phone is dumb.
Oh yeah. It's like a battery killer. So.
Oh no! It wouldn't let me download the game.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I have an old phone. I have an iPhone 4S, and I had too much space to upgrade. So I was like, okay, I'll just delete a whole bunch of stuff. But then all the stuff that I deleted and didn't need, I still had too much space for it.
Oh.
So I couldn't upgrade my phone, so I couldn't download Pokemon Go. And when I tried to get stuff back, I got Skype back, and a piano app back, and something else, I can't remember. But I couldn't get YouTube back because it needed the upgrade.
Oh.
So I don't have YouTube on my phone anymore.
I pretty much don't upgrade my phone until it's dead. It's like a mangled piece of technology in my hand. It's well, I had the iPhone 4S for the longest time. It had the cracked screen, looked like it took a bullet for me. It's oh, it died finally. Have to go get a Samsung.
Yeah.
And now I'm sort of remembering stuff. This dungeon is full of Onyx and Steelix who rock throw and do their rollouts and stuff, and very anti-Charmander.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so I think we go through a lot of Reviver Seeds. So, you said you haven't played any of these games before? Any of the Mystery Dungeon games?
One time, dog barking, I'm sorry.
The co-host.
Okay, well, I've played, I own Sky, one of my favorite games ever, and I once emulated, I can't remember if it was Red Rescue Team or Blue Rescue Team. I didn't finish that one, though. I plan to go back on it at some point.
Those two are... Oh, close call there. Those two are just like the same game, except one's like DS on the DS, and the other's just like Game Boy Advance. I don't know if there's like any like graphical differences, but they're the same game. And they're... Oh
yeah.
my... Yes, the Sand Slash. The Sand Slash is... Oh my god. It'll just tear me apart. I don't know, I'm a toss-up between this one and Sky, which one's my favorite, because Sky was really good.
Yeah, I've watched a playthrough of this one, and I have to say, story-wise, it's a toss-up for me as well. But since I haven't played this one, Sky is my favorite on that regard.
Yeah, I went back to it recently, for reasons, you might know. And, there's some stuff that, like, it's kind of irritating going back to it retroactively. I don't know if that's the right word. Well, in this one, you could hold L and all your moves are, like, available to you through the face buttons, like the A, B, X, Y. But in Sky, you have to, like, go through the menu and pick your move that isn't shortcutted. So those little inconveniences that kind of don't exactly date it very well, or make it dated, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it's a good game. The story is really good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games of all time.
I like those games with those emotional punches in them. Ever play Mother 3?
No.
No, you have not played Mother 3?
But I know.
Yeah, everyone knows like what happens in that game even if they haven't played it. Very similar to Undertale. I heard they were gonna localize it just because Undertale was doing so well.
Yeah.
Same sort of idea. Like the battle screens and all that. I hear actually, Pokemon was kind of based on Mother. You got the kid with the hat, Sentinel with only a mother. Don't know where your father is. Yeah, they're a very good set of games if you... Well, Earthbound was just kind of...
Yeah.
Earthbound was, like, weird, and then Mother 3 has, like... It still has the weird stuff in it, but it's more like, oh my god, why are you doing this to this poor Lucas kid?
Yeah. I've been meaning to play that one as well. I just have been very busy for the past few days.
Yeah, anyone, with school starting up now, it's September as of this recording. I should say that for the viewers. And jobs. Not much like game time in your adult life.
Nah. I wouldn't even consider myself an adult at this point. I'm doing my first semester of college.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Young adult.
Young adult.
And I'm very smart here, using the flame burst on the golem. That'll work so well for me.
Brilliant.
That's just go to everything. Flame burst! As we're hit by a magnitude 8.
The ultimate move.
He doesn't know anything else. Alright. There's something, like, Hoopa does something. I think he already did it, actually. He, like, summoned all the monsters near me. You know what Hoopa does, right? Like, he gets his rings and summons crap. That's Hoopa. I saw the movie, I've seen the Pokemon movies, but they're just kind of, like, hilariously bad.
He did it just now.
Yeah, he did it. I was just speaking the devil. Let's bring over Steelix. Have fun, guys. I don't know why he's using Stealth Rock too. He's just okay. Well, yeah, you're awesome, Steelix. What is Hoopa doing? He's just, like, moving us all around, and... Why did I bring this guy with me? I think you find him on, like, in a bottle on the Sand Continent, and you just take him with you. Just a riffraff. But yeah, like I was saying, the recent Pokemon movies are just... They've never been, like, that great, but... They've never been, like, this bad either. Go watch the Keldeo movie, and it's just... I wouldn't say it's like the Room of Pokemon, but it's just hilarious to watch with how bad it is. Like, this Keldeo just wants to go fight Kyurem for no reason at all. He's like, I want to be a... Oh, yeah, and it's voiced by Vic Mignogna. So if you've seen Full Metal Alchemist, that'll be, like, that perplex you throughout the film.
Edward Elric in his true form.
Yeah. He's not the best at, like, disguising his voice, is he?
Nah. Him and Yuri Lowenthal, you can tell immediately it's them.
Yeah. I guess it works out because they have, like, distinct voices, though, so it can, like, work for characters.
Yeah. They're doing something right, and they're good at what they do, so...
Yeah. I mean, if like, people just call every character he voices Edward Elric, he did something right there. I was trying to use this dig here, but most of the time, and he misses. That's all he does is miss. So speed in this game, like, increases your accuracy, and I got, like, Carbos. That's the vitamin that increases your speed, and I just drugged him up with the stuff. I just shoved those Carbos down his fiery maw, and he still misses all the time.
Well, you know, he's a human. He's not used to being a Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Well, you'd think he'd be, like, scratching and stuff if he that would be his signature move. But that's I didn't know what that was for a second there, because the view of it was all weird, like Cranidos. It was like the Jigglypuff viewed from above. So someone actually in Pokemon Go, someone flipped the Jigglypuff, you know, on the way that it did that in that episode, and it's not the same because you can see the legs sticking out and the arms sticking out and the ears kind of pointing. They lied to us.
Freaking liars.
Oh no, this isn't what happened with the Houndoom. They just want to be your friends this time. They just invite you over for a party.
Oh boy.
And these this Espeon and Umbreon here, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen like you're here. They're actually characters from the last mystery dungeon game, Gates to Affinity. I know I always bring that up, but they're said to be brother and sister, but then it implies there's, like, romance between them. So they're like the Lannisters or something.
So it's a southern relationship.
Yeah. Well, you kind of, if you think about it, you kind of do that in the main games. You just kind of chain breed your babies with the parents sometimes. You get that perfect IV.
For any Southerners out there, it was a joke. I'm from the South too.
Covering all your bases.
Yeah.
And he has that move mastered too, that hyperspace hole. Have you seen that? Oh, I'm starving. Have you seen the animation for like Hoopa's hyperspace hole or whatever in the main games?
I have not.
Where he's, like, laughing and stuff throughout the hole maniacally. It's quite a sight. I think these were in the Onyxes were in that gentle slope place when we were going to Lively Town. Throwing their rocks at me. What also happened in Explorers while I was playing it earlier is you can get triple status. You could be put to sleep, confused, and poisoned at the same time, and it's the most annoying thing ever. while your partners just sit there and watch you. It's like, yeah, good job. We love watching you die.
Yeah. This is kind of cheatsy, but whenever that would happen, or if I would run into a monster house in that game, I would just be like, nope, turn the game off, and then just start the dungeon over.
That's what you do, and that's like the Phoenix Wright strategy. When you fail an objection, oh, let's just switch it off, and let's do the right thing now.
Yeah.
And the traps are annoying too. It's like the most annoying thing about this game, because you could be all like set for a dungeon, then you just step on this sticky trap and all your like items are gone or something.
I hate sticky traps.
And they get on your reviver seed, so you can't use them. It's like my most hated trap is the sticky trap.
Yeah.
I didn't encounter it much in this game though. Thank God.
Yeah, that's always a blessing.
I think the trap I encountered the most was just the sleeping one, I think. But Chikorita just seems to wake you up every time, so. And you get aromatherapy on it too eventually, on Chikorita. On it.
Oh, nice. It.
Once it gets the what was I gonna say? Light screen, yeah, light screen. Yeah, Chikorita sucks in the main games, but Chikorita's like awesome in Mystery Dungeon. They're taking that Onyx, well, he's just using Flame Burst again. I should have wrote one of those little skits about that or something.
Well, it's not too late.
Yeah, it's not too late. I could just add one. Well, I think the way we're going, there's gonna be like one every other episode. So.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you guys like those, by the way. And I'm starving again.
Speaking of those little skits, I told you this earlier. Not to spoil the game, but towards the end, something really sad happens.
Oh, that's really par for the course for a Mystery Dungeon game. That's not a spoiler.
Yeah, yeah, and he wrote one of those skits to go with it, and I just happened to be listening to the music box version of the Partners theme while I was reading it, and it made it worse.
Yeah,
it was so sad.
I made, like, most of them are funny, but as we could get towards the end, I made some schmaltzy ones. Try to fit them. Because I think, where we are, well, they've probably seen more, but, I think the only two that are up are the tail one and the Chikorita one, if you're Chikorita. But the viewers have seen more that we have not seen.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah. Because we are from the future. Or no,
wouldn't we technically be from the past?
Yeah, we're from the past, yeah. We're in the past commentating on a future episode. I don't know. That's why you don't put time travel in video games. The only good time travel game is Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
Have you ever played?
Yet another game that I haven't played that I need to get to.
Oh, well, that had a DS release. It's like the best version because it didn't have like the loading times from that PlayStation version. Where every time you go into the menu, it like load for 10 seconds.
Oh, that
and it's
sucks.
an RPG. So you
sucks.
You can imagine how awful that is. I remember renting that and just not getting very far because I just got fed up with the loading screens. Okay, I wish I had the Super Nintendo version.
How long is this dungeon?
It's 6 more minutes.
Oh, well.
I think if this was just a normal episode, I would have just cut this out. But since we're commentating, we get to watch this whole dungeon, and we get to watch these rock-type Pokemon just throw rocks at me.
We get to watch your suffering. Yeah. That's always a pleasure.
See, he's confused, and he somehow hits me. And this is a new
RNG.
that's a new mechanic too, where you could use your ally's turn to heal you.
Yeah, I've noticed that. That's useful.
Yeah, it's handy when you're like at like 1 HP or whatever. Oh, Sand Slash, my enemy, my nemesis.
Sand Slash.
Just using those magnitudes and roll.
Yep.
And,
Your nemesis is Sand Slash, mine is Lawnmowers.
oh, lawnmowers. Is that an inside joke?
It's an inside joke.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much anytime I have a chance to record, there's a lawnmower
Oh, I know them feel.
in the background.
Like the guy just decides, oh, he's recording, you better mow the lawn.
Yep.
And he does it for the longest time, too. He's out there for like 3 hours.
Yeah! It sucks every time.
And sometimes I just try to, like, talk over it. It's like, okay, yeah, we're going through this dungeon, guy. Oh, I'm confused, and Chikorita's confused. Meanwhile, it's just...
Yep.
Oh, that Emera exploded just as I got to it. I think it was Barrage, too, which is, like, my favorite one. Maybe, if you've noticed, I like just letting him get hungry until he's starving, and then I feed him. Usually I don't like games with, oh, there's a door for another mission. I don't like games with hunger mechanics, but I don't know. I could live with it in this game.
Yeah. It's not too prevalent if you pay attention to it.
Yeah, I just like take 3 apples with me all the time, and I'm usually fine. They're all over the place too, unless you hit a sticky trap. Oh, he's mad. Smash. Looks like he just like got out of the water when he ate that oranberry. He's like, oh, you know, Golem's becoming shiny. He's rock polishing.
Oh boy!
More bulldozers and magnitudes coming my way, I have a feeling. This is like the worst dungeon. It's... Look at it! Look, he's just getting rocked. No pun intended. Thank you.
No, it was a pity laugh.
Yeah, okay, nobody laughed. Better not try. I think this is... Oh, this isn't... It's usually the even number. It's usually when it ends. As I become all dizzy... Oh, he's starving. Oh, yeah, you gotta eat an apple. Just all Pokemon have all apple diets? Is that what happens? Even, like, the ones that, like, obviously eat other Pokemon? Eat an apple, you'll be fine.
Well, I mean, most of them aren't carnivores, I would think.
Yeah, well, there's, like, the really disturbing ones that, like, have the like, really creepy Pokedexes, like, they melt stuff with their digestive acid when they find their prey or something.
Yeah.
Like, I think Victory Bell has something like that. Oh.
And then you have, I think it's Chandelure.
Oh, yeah! The one where he waits by hospitals for people to die.
Yeah.
What a jerk! It's all the ghost Pokemon that have, like, the really, really screwed up Pokedexes. Like, I think Phantups are, like, dead children, and Yanmask is holding its former face of when it was a human.
Oh, Pokemon. Such a kid's game. Except not really.
I think they call it, Pokedex hyperbole. When it's like, oh, Rapidash could jump so high it could jump over a skyscraper. Pidgeot can move at Mach 7 even though a Chansey is faster than it.
Hey everybody! Before you start eating, listen up. I was just talking with the chief. And I know this is kind of sudden, but the time has come for our big outing.
Oh, an outing, huh? When? When?
We'll be departing 2 days from now.
I do hope that you'll all be looking forward to it.
Yay!
Did you hear that, Mike? An outing! I can't wait!
Very well then, everyone.
Let's eat!
Are you awake?
What is it?
I was wondering, as a Pokemon, what's your opinion on humans?
My opinion on humans?
Paint me curious. I'd like to hear what a Pokemon like you thinks of humans like me.
I don't really know. You're the first human I've met, and you're not exactly human anymore.
But then how did you know about humans in the first place?
Stories.
Stories, huh?
Yeah, about the human world. Many of them are said to be fairy tales. Tales of human trainers and Pokemon working together to become stronger and form special bonds.
Well, those stories are true, I know that much. Humans train Pokemon to bring out the best in them with strategies normal Pokemon can't formulate. Pokemon in return stay loyal allies and friends to their trainers for bringing out their potential. A trainer puts their trust in their Pokemon, and the Pokemon puts their trust in their trainer. And the connection and mutual respect between some trainers and Pokemon is so strong. They even die for each other sometimes.
That's what I've heard in the stories.
Pokemon and humans interact in a lot of different ways, though. There's more than just trainers.
Really? I've only ever heard about trainers.
And there are Pokemon doctors and nurses who help Pokemon who've been hurt. And then you got Pokemon breeders who bring up Pokemon for health and friendship, rather than battling. And of course there's researchers who study Pokemon to better understand how we humans could coexist with them.
Wow. You seem to know a lot about this for someone who lost their memories.
Yeah, it's weird. Guess it's one of the few things that stuck with me. Maybe it's because it's not exactly related to my life personally. I guess I remember this stuff because it's just common sense for me. But I've noticed you Pokemon seem to like battling each other even without humans around.
Pokemon are really competitive by nature. With so many different kinds of us with unique abilities and skills, we like putting them to the test against each other to see who's the best for fun.
Humans are like that too. I guess that's why both their species are so compatible with each other. And there's actually a Pokemon champion who's supposed to be the strongest trainer in the world. It's the primary goal of a trainer to dethrone them and become the champion his or herself. If they accomplish that, the trainer and all the Pokemon that help them become immortalized in the record books by being inducted into the Pokemon Hall of Fame.
That sounds so cool! I bet if you were still human, you and I could take that champion on and get in that Hall of Fame!
You think?
Without a doubt! Speaking of which, did you train Pokemon when you were a human?
I don't know. I can't remember.
If you did, I bet your Pokemon partners would be pretty surprised to see you as a Pokemon too, huh?
Yeah, it'd be quite interesting to communicate with my Pokemon directly.
What do you mean by that?
Humans normally can't understand Pokemon. I was really surprised when I could actually understand you guys when I first got here.
You can't understand us? What did we sound like to you then?
You guys can usually only say parts of your name to the human ear. What?
Chico!
Huh?
Chico!
Oh, very funny.
Chicory!
All right, so we're done here. Thank you for joining me.
No problem. I've enjoyed being here.
Yeah, and thank you for voicing in my project. I know it's like annoying asking you for redos and stuff and
No,
doing
no
all these
problem.
lines.
No problem.
And so, do you got anything you want to plug? I can put it in the description for you.
All right. Well, first of all, you guys should check out my channel. I do covers and dubs on there. It's my credit, Ed Seymour. And also, you should check out the group channel that I'm a part of, Fanfickle Entertainment. We stream pretty regularly, sometimes abruptly, and we do a bunch of dubs and reviews on there. It's a lot of fun.
All right, so you just give me those links, and I'll put them in the description for you, and you guys can go check them out. So, thank you again. Thank you for commentating with me. I know this is kind of like a slow part, but this is what these slow parts are for, to bring other people on to not just talk about the repetitive dungeon crawling.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later.
See ya.